Good morning and welcome to the Willow Rose Cottage. I want to give you a little prelude to today's video. I was out to lunch with a friend and I was talking to her about how I'm not going to work that much anymore and that I probably should start wearing day dresses more like this one. And so we were kind of discussing that, and I told her a long time ago when I was in junior high school, I learned how to make this little halter top, and all through my pregnancies, everything, I made the halter dresses. So we were kind of discussing that, and I showed her a picture of what I would like to make. So today's video is, and I'm going to say the struggle of trying to sew something that I haven't made in over 20 years. So come along with me, enjoy a novice trying to figure out how to make her own pattern and sew her own dress. It's a simple dress, it really is. Here's the inspiration piece that I used. I learned how to make this dress, and it's a blouse as well, when I was in junior high school in the 70s. And actually one of my brother's girlfriends came over to, I don't know, I think she came over to see my brother, but you know, she had to have an excuse. So her excuse was she was going to show me how to make this top. And so we made the top, and I've been making them ever since. And so it's been a while since I've made one, so I'm a little bit rusty, but I just, I'm excited. They're like day dresses or whatever. They're just little halter tops, and I can just wear them around the house, and I'm making some flannel ones, so they'll be super cozy for me in the cottage. So come along. Somehow, because the patterns go the same way on the flannel both ways, I got it wrong. Oh God. So I have to make a decision. Look at how beautiful it gathered though. So now I have to make a decision. Do I want to rip the gathering out completely and turn it around and sew it on the way it's supposed to be sewn on? Because this way it's not as full, and I don't know if you can tell, it's way too long. So I guess what I'm going to be doing for the next hour is ripping out the seam and the gathering, turning my fabric a half a turn or a quarter of a turn, and sewing it all back together. So I won't put you through all that because you've already seen how I do it. I just did it on the wrong edge. Okay, I think I got a plan. Come along with me. Let's see if we can salvage this. Yes, I'm freezing. Yes, the back door is still open. I like the fresh air, so I'd rather bundle up and keep the door open for as long as I can. Winter's coming, so it won't be long. The cats are starting to stay inside the house more at night, and I want to finish this dress today. So let's go. Something I think it's really important to say, and I try to say this in all my videos where I'm doing something that requires skill, is that I don't really have a lot of skill. I don't have a lot of skill in anything. Like, I'm not a seamstress, but I sew. I can sew anything with straight lines. I'm really good. Try to put a sleeve in. Yeah, no, probably not going to happen for me. I just need it to be clear that I don't think I'm a seamstress. I don't think I'm a cook. I don't think I'm a radical housewife or a trad wife or a radical anything except for maybe radical love. And that's about the only thing I do radically. So I just want you to know that I'm not a seamstress. I'm not anything. So don't follow me for tips. That's all I'm trying to say. So I want to get this dress made today so I can show it to you. So let's get going. I broke my needle! Oh, God! And Joanne's is closed. I have to go to Modesto to get new needles. I'll look through my things before I panic and see if I have another one somewhere tucked away. I think I'm gonna eat. I need to eat. It's time to eat. This huge mess came out of here. And it's literally, this was already out. This is literally what I had to dig through. Oh, wait. To find these. So now that I found them, I can push all this back off into there and bring my sewing machine, which I had to take off of the table, back up onto the table and finish my job. Okay, so I found a pack of needles. Yay me. I was well prepared to have a broken needle at some point in my life. So yay to my past self. Your current self loves you. So now I'm going to be working on the ties. So because this fabric is the same on both sides, I don't have to really look for the front of the pattern. So Here we go. So not bad for my first try in over 20 years. I have some things I need to do to tweak it a little bit. First of all, I'm not sure the length yet. I like it long. I made it to be long. But I sort of think it would be cuter as a shorter skirt part. I'm just not sure about that yet. I'm gonna live with it for a minute before I cut it off. I guess if I cut it off, I could always put just a ruffle on it. Second thing is, I made the ties way, 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 way too long. So I had to snip them off. So I'm gonna put a nice corner on those and sew those together. So I still have to do that. And one more thing, I made the armpits a little bit too deep. So I might just sew that up. That might be better. So, or I could just wear a sweater underneath it. I'm not sure. It is flannel, so it's made for the winter time. So, oh, the other thing is pockets. I tried to do pockets. I edited that part out because it was a fiasco. It's been forever since I've done pockets. However, first thing I did when I put it on is I went, so I'm gonna put pockets in. I think I'm kind of done working on it for today because my thumb hurts, my hand hurts, my head hurts, my brain hurts. And so I think I'm gonna move on to something else for the day. But I will finish it for you, I promise. Good morning. It is, I don't even know what day it is. I mean, I know what day it is. Today is Sunday, but I don't know how many days I've been working on this dress. Like, I don't know if this is day 4, maybe. I don't think I've been working on it for 5 days, maybe for 4 days. So today is the day I'm gonna try to put in pockets. So I probably should have did the pockets prior to, okay, that's a little better. I probably should have did the pockets prior to sewing it all up. But as you saw earlier in this video, I put it on to try it on and realized I need pockets. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to split the seam. I've started a little bit here, and I'm going to split the seam from here down to here. And then I'm going to put the pockets in. So these are the pockets. So I'm doing the pockets in this color. I mean, in this fabric. So I'm kind of excited about it. So first thing I need to do is rip out the seam. So the first thing you have to do is sew the pocket inside out onto the inside out part. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, full disclosure, I sewed the whole pocket in inside out. So I ripped the pocket out, and here it is, all ripped out. You can see the stitching where it was, and I'm gonna restitch it. Yay, the joys of sewing your own things. That was a little bit of an insanity laugh. Okay, full disclosure. I think this dress is making me crazy. Full disclosure, point two, I sewed it on wrong a second time. I mean, there's only like 4 ways to sew this pocket on. Excuse me, I've already screwed up twice. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're not looking so great today. That's okay. Third time, you guys. I'm kind of getting tired. Okay, the pockets are in. Yay! I have a lot of cleaning up to do, as you can see. But now it's time to move forward to the next thing. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a machine hem. And the reason I'm going to do a machine hem instead of a whip stitch hem is because my hand is still injured and I'm working with it. I'm doing little things that I can do. And this way the machine does all the work for me. So let's get going. So I'm done with all the sewing machine sewing. The only 2 things I need to do is I need to tuck these in like that and just sew them by hand. So I have 4 of those to do, and then I'm going to sew little buttons on the front, and then I'll be done and I can show it to you. Yay! So my very last step was to find some buttons to put on the front of it. So here's my junky tray that I'm gonna have to clean out. Oh, this is cool. Look at that. Is that Thor's hammer? That's really kind of cool. Okay, anyway, so yeah, like, why do I need this? What is this for? What is this for? So I'm looking for buttons to put on the front. And I need 2 of them. So I found this one, which is perfect. I fell in love with it. I dug through everything I own and I could only find one. In fact, I was actually going to go steal it off of my poppet, but he doesn't have one either. So my poppet eyes are safe. So this is what I'm looking for right here. This is what I have multiples of. Don't like this one. I don't like the color, it's too dark. I have multiple bone ones. I'm not sure I like these either. And I am sure I don't like these for this dress. I have a bunch of these. This is the same as that. I don't know why it's not in the case, but they're too small. I have a whole tin of buttons. These are cute little abalone. There's 2 of them, but they're too small for what I want to use them for. Everything in here is too small. These are really too small. Super cute though. Oh, and then I have these that I absolutely love as well, but they're too tiny too. Rhinestones won't work. It's not the right vibe I'm going for. What else? Just other random ones in here. Green, silk. So my problem is, or my dilemma is today, do I drive all the way to Modesto to Hobby Lobby and try to find buttons, or do I hit up some thrift stores and look for coat buttons? And the reason I'm asking this is because I know a coat would cost more at a thrift store, probably about $12 or $14 just for the buttons. That's pretty expensive. I only want 2 of them. However, the gas that it would take to drive 3 hours, an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back, and all around Modesto would probably equal that amount. So I'm just trying to weigh out, literally, the pricing. So I've decided, since I have to come into town anyway, because there's a couple things I need to get, I'm going to make a shepherd's pie later on today. And so I had to pick up a couple things. And so I decided, since I was going to be in town, I'm going to go ahead and hit the thrift stores and look for coat buttons. Because I started thinking that not only the gas to get to Modesto, probably a meal, because I'll get hungry while I'm there, because I always do. And then the buttons, the cost of the buttons are probably going to be $7 in and of themselves. So if I can find a coat for under $12, or maybe even under $14 if it has more than 2 buttons on it, I'm going to go for it, call it good, go home, sew my buttons on, show you my dress. Yay! Okay, I didn't find any coat buttons or any coats, but I found this super cute beanie. What do you think? I don't know. I think it's really cute. I honestly did not think it would be this hard to find a huge overcoat jacket with big bulky buttons. One thrift store told me that just none of their winter stuff is out yet, so maybe that's the problem. I'm gonna go to a couple more. If I don't find anything, I might just go back home and use the ones I don't like for now, and then I don't know, keep my eye out. And then I will have moved on and I won't care, because I know how I am. Okay, well, I'm still on the search. Love my beanie though. Where is it? It was brand new. There were about 30 of them. Hand crocheted, $2. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with it. Okay, first one I went to, actually it's the 5th one, the first one since my last video. is not open. So I have 2 more to go. So I think in the back of my mind somewhere I knew this. That one is closed on Mondays, and today's Monday, and that might be why the other one's closed up as well. So I'm driving to Tuolumne, which is it's 2 towns away from Columbia. So you go through Sonora, then you have to go to Tuolumne, and Tuolumne is kind of in the high country. It snows a lot up here. It's not snowing right now because it's not snowy weather. So anyway, I guess what I'm saying is I'm driving a long way for these buttons, and I probably should have just went to Modesto to get them. Okay, well, here I go. Last chance. This is my last chance. So I was able to get a red little jacket thingy in this very, very last store in Tuolumne, and I'm not sure I'm in love with it, but it has, I think, 10 buttons on it. So it was only $5, so that's like 50 cents a button. I can't beat that. Even if I don't use it for this particular dress, I'm sure I'll use it for something, because I'm going to start sewing. I am. It'll be fun. So I'm hungry and feel a little bit defeated. I got a cool beanie though. That's what's important, right? Handmade, brand new. Should have bought more of them. It was only $2. Look at how nice it is. Okay. So I'm heading home to eat. I'm hungry. I'm tired, I'm cranky, and I want to eat. It's too hot for the beanie, I had to take it off. So here we are. Here's the final product. Finally, after all the blood, sweat, and tears I put into it, this is it. I put in little guards here. If you remember, it kind of dipped a little bit too low, so I put a little vanity guard in there, and this is the back. And if you notice, I put a little band here. Now, this is where I wanted to put the buttons. One here and one here. I thought it would be so cute. However, I couldn't find the right buttons. So I'm gonna go ahead and go buttonless for now. I don't think it causes too much discontent in me, but anyway, so I'm going out to breakfast with one of my besties. So my hair is a little still not quite there yet, but I'm getting ready and I'm gonna wear my new dress, so I wanted to share it with you. So this is it. That's how it looks. Tell me what you think. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make another one. I've decided. Have a fabulous day and stay whimsical.